Hey everyone, welcome to Heal Appeal. Dating can be exciting, but it can also be stressful, especially when trying to figure out if someone is a narcissist on a first date. Spotting narcissistic traits early is important for your emotional well-being. Narcissists can be very charming, but their self-centered behavior can make relationships unhealthy and leave you feeling drained or unimportant. By recognizing these traits early, you can protect yourself from potential heartbreak and emotional pain. In this video, you'll learn how to spot signs that someone might be a narcissist. We'll talk about things to look out for, because recognizing these signs can help you make better choices when dating. Make sure to watch till the end. By the end of this video, you'll know how to date confidently and focus on your happiness. Let's get started on spotting a narcissist before it's too late. Number 10. Excessive self-promotion and dominating conversations. On a first date, excessive self-promotion is a major red flag of narcissism. If your date spends most of the conversation bragging about their accomplishments, career, or appearance, without showing genuine interest in you, it may indicate an inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissists often dominate conversations with name-dropping, exaggerating achievements, or subtly putting others down to highlight their own superiority. This behavior reflects a desire for admiration and validation rather than a true connection. They may also interrupt or dismiss your stories to refocus attention on themselves. Healthy dating should involve mutual curiosity and empathy, but a narcissist typically seeks to elevate their own status rather than engage in a balanced exchange. If you notice this pattern early, it's a good idea to proceed with caution, as it may signal a lack of emotional depth and a self-centered attitude. Number 9. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic where someone tries to make you doubt your perception of reality, often by denying facts, twisting the truth, or outright lying. On a first date, gaslighting can appear subtle but harmful. For example, they may dismiss your feelings or experiences, saying things like, "You're overreacting," or "That never happened," even when you're certain of what occurred. Over time, this can erode your confidence and make you question your own judgment. Narcissists and toxic individuals often use gaslighting to gain control, making their victims feel confused, insecure, or overly dependent on their version of events. This behavior is particularly damaging because it undermines your sense of self-trust, often leaving you feeling isolated and uncertain. If you notice someone constantly denying or twisting your reality on a date, it's a major red flag and a clear sign to be cautious. Number 8. Superficial charm. Superficial charm is a common tactic used by narcissists and manipulative individuals to create a favorable first impression, often masking their true intentions. On a first date, someone displaying superficial charm may be overly charismatic, flattering, or effortlessly charming, making you feel like the center of attention. They may shower you with compliments, appear attentive, and seem incredibly likable, but this behavior is often a means to win you over quickly and gain your trust. The key difference is that their charm feels shallow or insincere, as if it's being used to serve their own agenda. Narcissists often employ this technique to create an illusion of warmth and affection, only to reveal their true, self-centered nature once they've established control or secured your admiration. If the charm feels too polished or manipulative, it's worth being cautious, as it may not reflect genuine interest in you as a person. Number 7. Difficulty handling criticism. A person who has difficulty handling criticism, especially on a first date, may be a sign of narcissism or emotional immaturity. If your date reacts defensively or aggressively to even mild feedback or differing opinions, it could indicate an inability to accept responsibility or acknowledge flaws. For example, they might become angry, deny any mistakes, or shift the blame onto others instead of considering the feedback or using it constructively. Narcissists often see any form of criticism as a direct attack on their sense of self-worth and will go to great lengths to avoid looking imperfect. They may also try to deflect by belittling you or making you feel guilty for speaking up. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and the ability to learn and grow from constructive feedback. If someone can't handle even the smallest critique, it could be a red flag for emotional instability or narcissistic tendencies. Number 6. Entitlement. Entitlement is a key trait of narcissism, where an individual believes they inherently deserve special treatment, privileges, or admiration without having to earn it. On a first date, someone displaying entitlement might expect you to cater to their needs, always prioritize their desires, or assume they should be given extra attention and admiration simply because they're worthy. They may make unreasonable demands, such as expecting you to pay for everything or acting offended if things don't go their way. This sense of superiority often comes with little regard for others' feelings or needs. Narcissists often feel they deserve more than others and may have little to no appreciation for acts of kindness or consideration. If you notice a date showing a lack of gratitude, making selfish demands, or disregarding your opinions and needs, it's a strong indication of entitlement and a major red flag for a potentially toxic relationship. Number 5. Constantly seeking validation. Constantly seeking validation is a hallmark of narcissism, where an individual relies on external praise and approval to feel good about themselves. On a first date, someone who is always fishing for compliments, seeking reassurance, or asking for constant affirmation about their looks, achievements, or personality may be displaying this behavior. They may repeatedly ask, "Do you think I'm attractive?" Or, "What do you think of my career?" as a way to boost their fragile self-esteem. Narcissists often crave admiration and validation because they lack a strong sense of internal self-worth. This neediness can feel draining, as they rarely show genuine interest in your thoughts or feelings, instead focusing on getting validation to feed their ego. If your date seems more interested in getting praise than building a real connection, it's a red flag that they may prioritize their own validation over fostering an authentic relationship. Number 4. Manipulative behavior. Manipulative behavior is a common tactic used by narcissists to control and influence others, often in subtle and deceptive ways. On a first date, a manipulative person might try to create feelings of guilt or obligation, making you feel responsible for their happiness or actions. They may use tactics like playing the victim, exaggerating their hardships, or making you feel like you're the one at fault. For example, they might say, "If someone really cared, they'd do this for me," or "I always end up taking care of everyone else." They may also employ flattery or charm to get what they want, or use silence and withdrawal as a way to manipulate your behavior. Over time, this can make you question your own feelings and needs, putting you at their mercy. If you notice these subtle attempts to control or guilt trip you, it's a red flag for manipulative behavior. Number 3. Grandiose sense of self-importance. A grandiose sense of self-importance is a defining trait of narcissism, where an individual believes they are superior to others and deserve special treatment or admiration. On a first date, someone with this mindset may talk excessively about their accomplishments, talents, or status, often exaggerating or inflating their achievements to make themselves seem exceptional. They may expect to be treated with extra attention and regard without considering the needs or feelings of others. For example, they might expect you to be impressed by their job, appearance, or social circle, and become offended if you don't show the level of admiration they expect. This inflated self-image often leads to a lack of empathy, as they prioritize their own desires over genuine connection. If your date consistently makes you feel like they're the most important person in the room, it's a clear sign of a grandiose sense of self-importance. Number 2. Lack of empathy. A lack of empathy is a core trait of narcissism, where an individual is unable or unwilling to understand or share the feelings of others. On a first date, someone lacking empathy may seem indifferent or dismissive of your emotions, focusing solely on their own needs and desires. If you share something personal or vulnerable, they might respond with indifference, change the subject, or even invalidate your feelings by saying things like, "You're overreacting," or "That's not a big deal." They might also make everything about themselves, showing little interest in your thoughts or experiences. This lack of empathy can be a sign of emotional detachment, where the person struggles to connect on a deeper level or feel compassion for others. If your date shows little understanding of or concern for your feelings, it's a red flag that they may be incapable of forming a truly meaningful, supportive relationship. Number 1. Excessive need for admiration. An excessive need for admiration is a key trait of narcissism, where an individual constantly seeks validation and praise to reinforce their inflated sense of self-worth. On a first date, someone with this need might fish for compliments or continuously direct the conversation back to their achievements, looks, or abilities. They may become upset or distant if they feel they're not receiving enough attention or praise, expecting to be constantly admired and adored. For example, they might say, "Don't you think I'm impressive?" Or, "Aren't I the best at what I do?" This constant craving for admiration often stems from an inner insecurity and fear of being seen as ordinary or unimportant. They may also downplay or dismiss your accomplishments while inflating their own. If you feel like you're on a date with someone who needs constant reassurance, it could indicate an unhealthy dependence on external validation. In this video, we've discussed key traits and behaviors of narcissists that may appear on a first date. We highlighted red flags like excessive self-promotion, lack of empathy, and dominating conversations. We also looked at manipulation behaviors to watch out for. Recognizing these signs early is essential for protecting your emotional well-being and ensuring positive dating experiences. Staying alert on first dates is crucial. Trust your instincts and set boundaries to avoid problems and build better connections. Your feelings matter, so focus on what makes you feel comfortable and happy. If you found video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more dating and relationship insights. Like this video and share it with friends who might benefit from these tips. Thank you for watching. Take care.